Saw who did very well at PGL Wallachia, 70% win rate.
Yeah, the vision thing is really weird, though.
Yeah, I feel like very rarely people ever activate.
Can be, right?
Sure.
Like, skill-wise potential, this guy, you can't sleep on him. He can easily just have a tournament where he's 10-0, 12-1, 11-2. Like, he just dominates games very quietly. And so we're going to try and start off strong in these side lanes, particularly on the Lich lane, looking for the early kill. This is a strong laning duo.
Well played. They took advantage. They got the level 2 first in this matchup, and
base damage advantage, getting the Lotus. Not a fun lane for Gunnar.
Oh, drinking buddies action to get that extra damage. Trying to punish Jabs, but you could see what you're talking about. You try and put pressure onto the Bristleback, but it's just going to end up costing you too much. Those quills start adding up, and now Yuma is going to get run down by Jabs. There's no way out of this one.
He is not fast enough to disjoint this, I think.
Stacks on stacks through the Shadow Poison and the Quills. And
that Amp Damage Rune is so valuable right now. You're just going to block off the map. These moves from Nouns are no longer viable into the puck potential to rotate, and Abed instantly going top. He wants Yuma a second time.
Disruption on a Luna with Abed having an amp damage. It is no contest. Yuma is very dead here. Back in time. Yeah, he's even spotted.
Did get a courier. That's not too bad.
And he'll have to TP out. Oh, Coil's going to stop that one, so they'll find a second kill out of all this one. And they give it to Abed, too. So Abed, if he takes some of the stack as well, man, he is going to be massive. He might, in some ways, just like the situation from before, damage is done even if they don't kill him. He's having to stay out of this CS almost entirely. Comes in now to try and get his level 6 by clearing out the wave. Pops his level 6, but he doesn't manage to get off that Rolling Thunder in time. He dies. But I guess he got the ult for future play.
Yeah, it's
we're going to have a lot more tournaments coming up this next year, so if you guys don't want to miss out on any of the Dota action that's going to be happening, be sure to follow. But back into the action here, Chain Frost goes out, Snowball saves him, and it doesn't actually stick around that fast. It almost stuck around long enough to get the bounces, but instead the Lich dies, and they push for more. Abed is going to run interference, trying to get Jabs out of here in time. Copy. Oh, he goes the wrong direction. Guesses wrong. Jabs cut over to the left-hand side. Gets spotted being greedy like that, though. Yuma, with just a little bit of mini-stun, is enough to get him in the end, while the Timbersaw is cut down by the heavy amount of Shadow Poison action that's stacking up all the heroes, and now the Purge to finish off the Fly as well. They got some kills out of that on the side of Nouns, but Aurora simply just brought too many heroes to the fight. There is no way they're going to be able to outdo a full 5-man of Aurora.
Not a fun fight for Copy at all. Still doing okay on the net worth chart and very strong. But you're starting to give the kind of start to a puck where this hero feels unkillable.
Trying to catch him, diving onto this tower. The tower is quite low as well, but the TPs are coming in with Sapphire Kisses. They need to get out, but TA2000 has been caught. He's going to jump forward, go to the Bristleback, who almost finished off Lelis, but now he's stuck inside this Thunderbolt Facet. Look at it go, man. He's just rolling around nonstop. The Quills might add up to kill Gunner, and it does, but ultimately, Nouns got what they came for. 2 core kills. And even searching for a support here as well. Abed, though, is waiting. Does manage to get off the silence. The Chain Frost goes over to the Timbersaw instead of the Tusk. The Tusk is on such low HP, but they can't commit to get that kill. No turnaround here.
Between the punch and the beam, holds you in a place for a decent amount of time here. And straight into the Eclipse, Yuma getting active. Finds another freebie here.
Man, how did he manage to get so close to him? Must have been Ice Shards probably blocking in the...
Look at the invasion. Spirit, Puck, Shadow Demon are going to decimate your cores in this late game. I think there is a decent, nice timing with like second or third Roche with the Luna.
Sure.
Where I think Yuma can carry this game even if these cores are scaling on the side of Aurora, but you have to pick up the pace a little bit.
Tried to get him away, but got him on the red, then pulls him back in. They save him inside the Snowball. Can he get off the Rolling Thunder, especially with Luna coming in to give some extra support? The Chain Frost goes out, doesn't. Oh, it actually does manage to bounce over to the Pango, finish him off. Carry will die for that play, but he managed to get a core kill in the process. And now with Big Bad Jabs coming in with his Aghanim Scepter, Nouns.
The fight. Also, that Aether Lens already done on the Shadow Demon is huge here for Aurora.
Yeah. It's also...
It just makes Q a menace in the fights, particularly versus the Luna.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a... nice little mini stun, but you're going to need a whole lot more than that than just the Lucent Beam into Snowball. Oh, and apparently it takes Copy. Copy chases him down after the orb and gets the kill with the double chakrams.
it just makes you feel like you can at least kill this puck, even if it's not true.
Sure, it gives you a little bit more confidence in your movements.
The old fake hope, you know.
Disruption into Aether Remnant.
We're going to see that a lot this game, I think. The area you want to move to. Instead, they're just getting scanned up top. I just don't like all the heroes being up here for now. I was like, what are you going to get up here? What's even your best case scenario?
Sinister Gaze and Disruption. Not quite the combo they're looking for, but they still have enough burst damage. Man, he didn't have a chance there. I thought, sure, Pango's going to die 100-0, so maybe the Timber Saw.
To get his spells off in the fight. You can't stop it here. There's no chance. So you have this BKB on the Luna, but look at how defensive Nouns are right now during this time.
Oh, found him in the trees. Good catch by Abed, thanks to that ward that they placed out. Getting the big stunner out of the way means that Aurora, with the advantage,
he really is not.
Took a beating from Jabs. He probably didn't have any of his passives stacked up. So, okay. Blink Dagger is going to be able to help him catch Kiari. So they get to a backline hero in the Lich, not the Shadow Demon, but it's still good enough.
It's not the end-all be-all if your game's a little slower, but
I do also think it plays better against Shadow Demon than it used to because of the glaives, right?
Yep.
Gonna be jumped though, has the BKB, and it's gonna be forced to use it. Otherwise, the Aether Remnant is gonna spell his doom, but has to use the BKB to run away. And Jabs, he's not gonna care too much about that one. The coil goes out, the snap stun is gonna end up hitting him for a little bit of time there, and that's enough for TA2000 and Jabs to close the distance and finish him off. Copy though, he's going in with his own BKB, trying to kill Carry again, realizes he won't have the damage fast enough, has to use the rest of his time to TP out. Gunner.
Get this high up in HP.
Yeah.
Like, it turns this 2,300 HP hero on the front line into an almost 3,000.
Yeah, go on a Bristleback. He's spraying a bunch of quills at you, but if he gets, disseminate there as well, the damage is turned around. It's immense, and you could see it there as Copy falls over inside of that coil. And Nouns may have to use another round of their BKBs defensively, though Yuma holding on to his for now. TA2000 pops his BKB, chase for the kills. They're going to get fly out of it, certainly. Yuma, not caught by the Aether Remnant, slowed down a little bit by the Quills. Yuma's going to pop his ultimate here with a Thunderbolt. Oh, the Disruption comes out. He's still going to be coming back into danger territory as Yuma tries to finish him off. And finally, they need the Timber Saw's touch to bring him down. Kiari, next up on the table, gets the grab. Two of them locked together. Do manage to finish off the Pangolier, but now Copy has to use his BKB to get back up to the high ground, as ultimately they can kill one of these cores, but the semi-cores are proving to be too difficult. It's three of them you're having to contend with. You bring down the Bristleback, sure, but the Puck and the Void Spirit are having absolute free games.
Just you're gonna like go in the fight, you're gonna click Abed, and all right.
Oh, they spotted the Shadow Demon. Just who they want to be able to see. They lost sight of him, though, especially as the smoke goes up. They dive into the trees, hoping to be able to find him, but he already blinked away, especially with his Aether Lens. They spot him now. They get on top of him. Okay, see if they can kill him before the Disruption goes off. The chain stuns are there, but it's taken so long to kill him, and now they're all grouped up for AoE destruction. Aurora gonna demolish this Nouns lineup in game one. I wouldn't be surprised if they just want to call it here now.
I mean, yeah, there's no more gas left in the tank for this lineup. Like, you missed your Luna timings in this game. The side lanes did not go nearly as well, and you are not outscaling Aurora here. It's not even close. That is the power of the Void Sphere pick, which honestly looked a lot to fight summons. And a Drow.
Back for it?
I don't think that counts like that.
Really?
If it does, that sounds super good, but...
I'd be interested to see what happens. Well, either way, it's not working out for him, as it looks like he got caught by the clockwork.
I mean, Monkey has really high armor. Generally why this hero's been good against Furion. He just gets to 10 armor pretty fast in the game. Aurora trying to get aggressive. They'll catch fly again. He's gone.
Yeah, he is very dead, and there's no chance for a turnaround here for Yuma. Nobody's really going to be low. Looks like
Aurora
just threats all over the place.
Bringing some heat in the side lanes once again. Just out executing right here. They'll get the Lotus onto the Wisp as well, which guarantees them lane advantage, and they're just going to pump it straight into Lelis. He's gone here, I think, for sure.
Yeah, he's just going to try and stall his death and get a little bit more damage out. Snowball, but of course, no way he can outrun an IO gyrocopter, especially when you're already underneath the tether. Copy making a move here as Jabs went for this dive early and will pay the price for it as Copy TP's in to help save his safe lane. and will be rewarded a little bit for it. So he's making the first step. Abed's going to follow him here, but it is a 2 versus 3. This is not looking the best for Abed as another support goes down, but can he get the kill on Copy in time? Oh, there's now Leela's coming in through the gate to help out. He cannot get the damage fast enough. A snowball pickup, and Copy gets a triple.
The power of the Monkey King, man, in this game.
Relocating in with higher levels
or
of,
just rotating through the
Rocket
gate.
Barrage to come through the gate early on at level 4, though it looks like Nouns already know this is coming. Leyless, he spots out the support running at him, and team may pay the price for it, but Yuma is going to be able to slow him down a little bit with this multi-shot. He cannot get isolated, though, by the Gyrocopter-IO combination, but here comes Copy to the rescue, perhaps slowing him down a little bit, tanking up some of that Rocket Barrage, and now it's TA2000 who has to make a run for it, but he managed to get the Jingu stacks up, turns that damage back around onto Kaori, and they have enough. Rocket Barrage almost gets him, and it does. Finished off Yuma. TA2000 has committed his life to be able to pick up that 1 kill. Eidolons all over the place in this team fight, though. You said Aurora was just going to run at you and outnumber you with all these extra summons. Well, but a little bit of extra bonus against the IO.
He's dead here.
Yep. No way to TP out with double stuns available from the side of Nouns.
Even pick up some of the stack, get the Wrath of Nature out. Just wasted here. Another huge pickup for Nouns. If they can
Nouns, while it feels like they are, clearly winning this early game, they're actually not that far up in net worth right now, but they could be after this gank, making the Drow Ranger go through the gate instead of the Gyrocopter catching him farming out. They got him inside the Ice Shards, and that may just be enough for the 2 physical damage dealers to finish him off. Maybe not. The extra movement speed will get TA2000 out of there between the Tether and that Facet. He's good to go. Jabs tried to come in and help out, but now instead of the Gyrocopter dying, it's going to be Jabs as the core that goes down from this aggressive move from Nouns. Oh, almost caught him in the mid lane. The Chain Frost is going to chase after him, but hopefully be able to get that squared away pretty soon. So we're crossing over the threshold to 10 minutes in. We said the first 10 minutes for Aurora could be where they take over with this Furion, but the Monkey King has instead been the menace terrorizing this first 10 minutes, and it continues that way. Q getting caught trying to take over some power runes and doesn't manage to find anything. Only death. Oh. Don't touch that dial. Copy. Spot now Q alone in the jungle. Kaori and TA2000 are going to back him up. Oh, fumbled the hook shot there. That maybe could have been the death of the Monkey King. Missed opportunity there for sure. I don't know if it would have actually led to them killing the Monkey King, especially with the Lich coming in with the Chain Frost, but it was at least a chance. Maybe they could have thrown all their magic damage to be able to kill him.
I was just super excited about that Jabs rotation top. I was about to say, what was he doing there? And apparently that was enough to do it.
I see.
Either way, I mean, this game has progressed kind of in a weird way, right?
Oh, nice use of the Quelling Blade. That might have just saved them, though. I'm not sure you could turn around and kill the Monkey King. Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. Hook shot. Chain stun, Copy is dead.
Jab's also dead. Once more, just TPing into no man's land. Nouns are feeding off of it.
Yeah, despite the fact they killed the Monkey King, which has been dominating the early game, it was still enough for Nouns to take that first Roshan. Beastmaster Ags giving him too much, and now Abed as well, thinking, okay, they're doing Roshan right now. They can't be here too quickly. Well, they can.
7-1-4 for this Monkey. And yeah, win probability is basically 2-1 here for Nouns. I would kind of agree with that. Their position is very solid in this game. They just played the early game a lot better than that game 1.
Another catch and knocking down the trees. The hook shot leads to the knockdown from Jabs. A nice chain stun on Copy.
Big
they
find.
Bring in the relocate because they know how big that Monkey King kill is.
On, it's a lot of damage. You get the charge. It's nice to throw on the gyro here or something. Another move on the Monkey.
Hook shot into relocate without BKB. He has to use the shard to be able to escape, and it looks like he will barely stay ahead of that Gyrocopter ultimate. The missile is coming in fast. He has to snowball dodge to be able to save it. Can the Monkey King jump into the trees and get out of here? Looks like he's okay. Leyless
Oh, we got pulse by Jabs.
Oh, the Midnight Pulse from Jabs finds Copy, and he doesn't even, just walks away from him, lets the Eidolons, the Midnight Pulse, do its work. He's going to join the rest of the team to deal with Gunner, whose Aghanim Scepter is a big threat, especially with the Aegis, but that Aegis, tick-tock, it is closing out. It is going to expire. He gets pretty much no regen out of it. He will manage to TP away, though. No stuns in.
Like, you're going to find a lot of CS no matter what.
Sure.
But given how rough that early game was for them, would not have expected this.
Q spotted and will be roared before any hookshot nonsense can come out.
It's a big question here. I think you do. I think the Gyro IO is strong enough to take the fight if you can find a good opening. And if you give it to Nouns here, you're going to feel really bad. That's a
they would have
find.
loved to jump the Beastmaster. Instead, they'll get Lelis, which is maybe not quite as good, but still excellent. They still have a chance to run down Gunner, though. Force Staff gets him outside of the range of that slow. The Gyrocopter's just barreling at them right now. Copy. He's going to pop out the Wukong's command and catch Q, but even that, Black Hole's going to stop some of that.
That's a good one.
He's going to be in trouble. He's just straight out dead. They managed to get the initiation. The Gyrocopter is leading the charge here. TA2000 is just fearless.
Trying to reload.
Multi-shot, nice relocate back over to the side. Kiori gets him out of danger. Q is still being safe. But the Pavis, as well as the Crimson Guard, all the auras coming out.
Just
Aurora keeping these heroes alive. Ovid coming in with his Mjolnir. Activates that one. Yuma is healthy enough. Turns around, kills Kiori, perhaps. Can they kill him in time? The multi-shot running him down. And now they'll go for Ovid. Yuma pushed himself in really, really deep. TA2000 tried to take advantage of that. BKB wearing out. Aurora back to their lines here of 4 ranged heroes. Hookshot back into the play as that has come back up for the second time in this team fight. Q tried to jump Yuma, not good enough. Aurora were not in a position to get aggressive off of that hook shot. Still are going to try and chase him though, because the second Ags is going to come out from Abed. That lockdown will allow them to finally surround that the Drow Ranger with no BKB and bring him down. Gunner heading. Ooh, nice blink away into the corner. We'll be able to TP out, but still a massive win for Aurora. Though somehow, Copy comes back into the game and kills Abed. The team fight stretches out so long.
They're going to commit another buyback here, refusing to give up Roshan.
Yeah, they are in the pit right now, but Aurora are going to back away for the first sign of Nouns aggression.
They want to jump. They don't want to just get the Roche. They want the kills. Roar is back up
They're
here.
going to sneak past these wards and manage to get the Roar onto the IO. With the Wukong's command, a much better one that kills the IO and sets up TA2000 where he has to BKB and skittle away into the trees trying to get out of here. Snowball onto Jab. So hook shot on 3. A beautiful setup.
Is that enough
to follow that one up? 3 heroes trapped inside. Can TA2000 pump out the damage? It just doesn't seem like he's got anything left in the table. A Wrath of Nature comes through, deals with the supports. Lich goes down, almost the touch, though he does manage to get off the snowball. He's barreling into TA2000. He'll probably die. Wait, drinking buddies, a push back to the guts. Gunner jumps forward. AoE damage is enough. He goes down, boundless strike through, catching Jabs. They're going to bring down the cores of Aurora. In fact, they almost damn near wiped them on the...
Deny both.
Well, I mean, they were in a position to play on Aurora's side.
Right, I understand denying 1. We're going to see a quick pick up. Like, you deny 1 because you're going to 1. You can't go to both, right?
Blessing 100%. That you're going to get off of it as well. It's a massive swing.
Massive
Will
smoke.
It be enough for Aurora to overcome a 70-30 matchup at this point?
Scan will
running
hit
into Gunner.
Here.
Gunner. He gets hookshot at first. Doesn't get off his BKB. Gets it off now, but he's already stuck in the black hole. And the physical damage, you could say TA2000, that build.
Shiva's is on the menu for the Beast. All these items are just going to be amazing in this game.
Nullifier for Abed.
He's
AC,
kidding.
Nullifier.
He's kidding. Oh, you are daring them to go.
Catching the out first. Perfect opportunity. Look at TA2000 get bursted.
And you can just
where is
Wukong
Aurora going to be able to come in and help out? He is surrounded by Wukong's command with the Drow Ranger on the high ground, but the Ogre Seal Totem gets over to the other side, and Q tries to run interference with a hook shot. They catch the Lich out
that Wrath of Nature.
Away from the rest of the team. The Wrath of Nature is doing enough. They
Wukong
caught
gone.
Nouns inside of the middle of this down area of the river. And Abed was able to find enough to pick up that Aurora, feel good about their aggression. They're going to use the nullifier. Copy jumps to the other side of the river. TA2000 He does have the help from
Black hole in
Fiore
5.
here. Jabs, couple more
Doesn't
seconds
have it.
for a black hole, but he's in trouble right now. 1 more second. Black hole's just not gonna come in time. But Copy, he may be able to kill Jabs, but he can't deal with TA2000. And now Yuma's on the run. They have that Ogre Seal Totem. They have that Nullifier. They need to be able to slow him down just a little bit. And TA2000, all he needs is a couple of shots to be able to finish him up. They got him. 1 crit is all it takes. That goes Yuma. No buybacks here on these heroes either. This could be Aurora taking the full sweep of buildings here.
I mean, can they just go throne?
One team fight.
There's throw black hole. Remember, he didn't have it for that fight, so it's back up now. He could just hold a beast or try and take somebody out at the start of this fight.
20 seconds till the Monkey King is back up. That Wukong's command could allow Nouns to be able to hold up around their Ancient. Gunner's going to jump in. Use that roar.
This is
slowing
early.
him down. Got the black hole. On to 2 with the Nullifier. They will just demolish those 2 heroes. Can they make the push? The final
5
push
seconds.
in 4th is thrown in time. The Frost Armor, it's slowing it down too much. The Monkey King and the Drought Ranger are going to be back up, but they've already used buybacks on some of these heroes. Aurora now trying to retreat. Too many heroes to deal with. They're trying to get out. They're going to lose Q. They're going to lose Jabs. Yuma is looking for more, even more off of this one. Jabs, that TP's not going to make it. Looks like Yuma couldn't find anybody else, so they'll only get 2 heroes off of the Aurora retreat.
Throw the Wrath of Nature through. It'll force early BKBs, and then you can maybe look for this black hole. That's the really confident version.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know how confident I would be in the gyrocopter.
The tree cut.
Beautiful stuff. Copy. Is he just 100% dead here? There is nobody nearby to save him from the global relocation of heroes that come in.
No buyback, right? Yeah, random team fight.
Oh, yeah. Dude, look at these things. They're just chunking down the building. Copy can't stop it in time, man.
Holy.
So when you have an exposed Ancient,
that's a play.
This is a real threat. This is a 6-0 you have to deal with. It's just these Treants.
Yeah,
so you're going to have to play so defensively. You're really not going to be able to play for Roshan whatsoever. Nice pickoff, though. A smoke out while they're doing Roshan.
What a crazy.
They can really push for a high ground or really force things.
And they're the ones getting smoked on. I mean, look at this bottom lane. This bottom lane is pushing it for
trying
Dire.
to carry. He tries to force Saf away. TA2000 going to deal with him.
2-man
Nice black hole. Catching the 2 cores. Set up by Q. Jabs with the follow through. Knocks it out of the park.
That is a beautiful find.
Same time, you could kill this Ancient really quickly, potentially.
Buyback number
with
1.
the Lich dead, that was a big part of the way it was slowing down the push of Aurora with no armor.
Okay, even if you kick him in, though, your throne might still die to the other heroes.
Yuma, he's the one big caught, throwing himself up in the high ground. Wukong's command, it's actually going to force Aurora back a little bit to use the Nullifier on Cop, and he's the one who has to back away from his own Wukong's command. He can't deal with TA2000. He can't actually stay inside of his own ultimate and fight it out.
Dying.
It's going to be a glyph to be used here, a buyback from the Monkey King.
You have to take the fight now if you're Nouns. This throne disappears to the DPS.
He has to go in, but he immediately got sight. Abed was ready for that initiation and puts a halt to it almost immediately. And whether it's the hero or the Ancient, both will fall as they cannot stand TA2.